The one thing that I did bring up was that we had to beat a team that if we hadn't won tonight, we would share the title. Unless something happens this weekend. You know, we still have to win this weekend, and, you know, they have to win. But if they would have won tonight, then we'd be sharing a title. So it wasn't like we were playing the eighth place team or the 10th place team. And, you know, we had to do it the hard way. We had to beat, you know, a really, really good team. So that's unusual. It doesn't fall that way a lot of times. So, yeah, this was a big, big game, and I mean, I'm sure we're going to see them again sooner rather than later.
You know, 2 conferences ago in the original Big East,
Yeah.
you know, obviously, you know, you had Notre Dame, you had to get by, you had the good Rutgers teams in those days. Louisville was in the league.
Yeah.
You know, the years of the American, and since you've been back in this conference, it hasn't been like that, obviously. You haven't been challenged like that. Does the program lose something? Does the program suffer in some way from that? I mean, I know you still want it to matter that you win the league, but the challenges haven't been there that were there 20 years ago. Is it?
Yeah.
Does that take anything away from it?
I mean, you can't dictate, you know, who's in your league, what the schedule is. All you got to do is just play the teams they put in front of you. Did it have a certain aura to it when the final, you know, the semis and the finals in the Big East tournament were, you know, 4 teams in the top 10 in the country? Yeah, I mean, I think it's lost a little bit of that luster, that aura that it had when those, you know, when we were in that league, and does it mean as much? I'm sure to the players it does, you know, because they don't know any better. They weren't there, right? So to them, you know, Sarah was happy. She was surprised we got a T-shirt for, you know, for winning it. Yeah, if it was different time, different era, different circumstances, yeah. But that's why I said you still have to figure out a way to celebrate these accomplishments, these achievements. But even back then, I got to tell you, and I think that's probably, and I don't, you know, people in this room, you know, I don't go around talking about, you know, our accomplishments as anything other than, you know, something that we work really hard for. But it also, during that time, became the only thing that mattered was the tournament. That if you won the regular season, there were regular season Big East championship trophies scattered over Gamble Pavilion that I have no idea where they are. Because after a while, you know, the first one, I know exactly where that one is. But some of the other ones, it became, well, now it's only about, you have to win the tournament. If you don't win the tournament, then you're not, you know, you're not the Big East champion. And then even after that, even that sometimes got overshadowed. Last year, the kids celebrated really, really a lot for winning the tournament because of what we had to go through to get there. But, yeah, I don't want it to get like that where it's diminished. You know, whatever happens on the outside, I can't control, but I can control that, you know, that we appreciate it.
Paige's assists are way up over the last couple of games. Are you happy right now with the balance she's finding between ball handling and playing off ball as you guys head into postseason?
Yeah, we made a concerted effort to put the ball in her hands more often. I mean, actually, she kind of forced us to do it because she refused to run up the floor when she didn't get the outlet pass. So if we didn't put the ball in her hand, she wasn't going to run up there anyway. So we're like, what's the point? She wants the ball in her hand, and, you know, she's pouting over there. So let's give her the ball and let her do what she wants with it. And because she has it in her hands a lot more now, she has the ability to, you know, kind of dictate where the ball is going to go. And, you know, Caitlin and KK, they're fine. Just sprint up the floor. And so Paige is playing the way she wants to play. And it's actually better for us to play that way. So that's what those numbers reflect, really.
Geno, you've been wanting to improve your three-point defense. Just given the type of team that Creighton is, how do you think you did tonight?
What were they? 8 for 28. Yeah. I mean, they got a bunch of open ones that they missed. But I think that when you play with the intent that you're going to do that, it does, you know, they may be open, but they were rushed to get that open shot. And that's all we can do, you know. They're not the kind of team where you could just say, we're not going to let them take threes. They're just really good at getting them. So I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was, you know, better than, let's say, Butler, better than the way we guarded the three in the Butler game. So, you know, every team presents its certain challenge. And I did talk to the team about that. I don't know, we were like 100 and some in our three-point field goal percentage defense. So I think today we got better at it, you know. But we didn't shoot it great either, so they did. They shot it a little. We shot it a little better than them, I think. We didn't take as many. Ay, 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 ay.
Jeff, if you'll indulge me an off-the-wall topic. Obviously, Gene Hackman died today. I'm just wondering, did you watch Hoosiers? Are you a fan of the movie? Do you like the way?
Yeah, you know, I said today, I said, how about it happens, you know, like, what, 5 days or whenever it was. We were just in his place. You know, we were just at Hinkle. And I was trying to explain to my players, I would say 90% of them had never seen the movie. They didn't even know what the hell it was, right? I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I had, you know, I think they're more, you know, loving basketball and, you know, whatever else, other movies came along. But as I actually, you know, walked over to SNY people and I said, you know, I'm walking around here and I'm trying to see the spot where Jimmy Chitwood, you know, made the jump shot. It's you know, it's a story that will live on forever for any basketball player and any basketball coach. And yeah, he played that role in a way that I'm familiar with that role. You know, a lot of coaches could relate to him playing that role that way, the way he played it. But yeah, when I saw that this morning, it's, you know, it's kind of the first thing. Well, I'm old enough. The first thing that popped in my mind was the French Connection, right? That for me, you know, before anybody in this room was even, and so that's the first one that came up to me. And one of my favorite Gene Hackman roles was him in the Birdcage. That was one of the greatest roles of all time. I mean, I don't even have to watch it, start laughing. I just have to think about it, and I laugh. The fact that he's such a great actor, and no one would ever take him for being, you know, able to play that kind of role. You know, you just see him as like this tough guy, rough guy, and he's, you know, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We lost a great actor. Yeah, you know what? I never saw that. Was it in Superman? Was he in Superman? Yeah, they said he was unbelievable. I never saw that movie. Yeah. I don't know why I have this aversion to those kind of movies, because I read all the comic books and I don't want to see it in the movies. But everybody tells it. Everybody says, huh? Oh, yeah. I didn't see that movie. Be honest to God. I didn't see it. I really didn't. You know, I was more of a Thor guy, not Superman. More Thor. He was the guy, I thought. I mean, the guy had a hammer. Just like I was a Hercules guy, you know? I don't know. When you're a kid, you get hooked on these characters. So there you have it.
Thanks, Coach.